They come with messages of love and light for an energetic update and to explain the biological changes that are happening across your planet and across your physical DNA. Since there has been so many astrological shifts and changes surrounding and supporting your planet, the planet has experienced huge upgrades, and though we understand the word upgrade may not mean much significance in terms of the scope of what is happening on your planet Earth, it is, in our terms, a simple upgrade. It's a balance of energy, as we have shared before, the blue light microscope that has exposed so many timelines and low vibrational energy exchange. And through that blue light of exposure, people have come to realize where their energy and attention is and how they have contributed to some of those things in their daily behaviors, in their thoughts, and in their experience overall. After the blue light came golden light. And as that mixture occurred, there are planetary ley lines that needed to shift and needed to upgrade. Therefore, there is balance. And as you can see that some things haven't changed at all, it's because you and your perspective have not shifted. And then as the golden light has coated the waters and coated the air that's around you, then the Lion's Gate portal opened and more energy and more shifting has come through between the communication of the angelic realm or the galactic realm and your earth realm, where contact and communication is being openly downloaded and shared. There are many more people now that have psychic abilities, which they always had, but now it's just they are more comfortable and more aware of what is going on. And there have also been people that have been really affected by their ascension symptoms, meaning they have been unwell or sick, or their body, physical body, is fighting the energetic upgrade. And through all this, we are now in the now moment. And the main factor here, or the main aim for the planetary alignment, the water coding, the air coding, and going through the ascension symptoms, is for your own light. And we don't just mean light as in your heart and being more positive every day. We mean literally DNA strands of light. So if you picture a DNA strand, you picture a molecular twisted structure with repeated patterns. So think of that as your lineage and your connection to your ancestors and generational lineage, whoever or wherever that may come from. As we are starting a new timeline, and as we are in a level where your planet has upgraded, you are now a different version of a human. Therefore, your DNA must, to support this growth, also evolve. It cannot copy-paste the old patterns anymore, for it would not support your physical body, your metaphysical body, your energetic body, and your light body. To have the connection between the portals, to have connection beyond the physical self, And to step into mastery, your DNA must have light strands. Because as your DNA has light strands, that means your physicality is holding more light. Therefore, you can become enlightened from the inside out. And those old stories that have now been healed from you, the generational wounds, the ancestral baggage, the karma that has now been transmuted to the violet flame and not carried with you anymore. There is no DNA to repeat that. There's no strand anymore to repeat those patterns. There's no weight to carry. It's pure creation, and pure creation is light. Therefore, the DNA must hold light and change pattern. So if you can understand that the physical DNA is changing, then of course you may feel physical symptoms of fatigue and tiredness and dizziness, and even emotionally not having much motivation or having spurts of energy and spurts of really low energy. This is a process of putting more light into your DNA, or to recode the DNA. And if you are craving to drink a lot more water or a lot more fresh foods, it is because you are feeding your light as you are reflecting what is happening on the inside of your body. We feel that you will ask, though, what does this mean? Can we hold the whole DNA strand of light? The answer is you will hold as much light as possible that the earth, the collective, can also hold space for. So you're a reflection of each other's growth. So as you expand, so does the collective and so does the planet. It's all connected to one thing. And it's reflective of each other. So the goal is not for you to be 100% light at all. Think of it as your superpower, that you are able to hold more light, as you are the first human species in a timeline where the shift of the planet has evolved so much so that so has the collective, and now it's affecting you as a human, and you're able to survive and thrive through this light process. It's not a human wipeout, or it's not a devastational disaster. It's more light. So once you open that door, open that portal, the only thing left is more and more and more. What gives you light, or what can give you more light? Doing things that makes you happy in your soul and in every crevice of your body. It could be eating the chocolate lava cake that makes you tingle from head to toe, full of joy. It could be holding a puppy or a baby. It could be going to work and empowering people. It could be making clay pottery. It could be feet in the sand. Whatever it is that gives you the most joy is what lights up you, which is what lights up the grid. And if the grid is lit up, then you are lit up. And if you are lit up, then the grid is lit up. And that means the collective is lit up. It's not just the planet that holds the light and the grid that holds the light, because if you're the one lighting it up, then the light is within you. And it's so within you, it's ingrained and entwined into your DNA. So can you ever be fully 100% light and still live as a human? We would say that that is not the goal for humanity. That is not your soul mission. Your soul mission was to bring enough light to your body, to the collective, and to the planet for shifts in evolution, to remove old timelines and start creation and new timelines for the earth to evolve to what it needs to evolve to. You still have your own soul mission, which is sometimes mistaken as purpose. And not to say that purpose is a negative thing, but it can keep you finding purpose as opposed to living soul mission or living purpose. As there is nothing to find, there is nothing to search for. You already are it. It already is you. It is not a complex theory. It is not something to read in books. It is to go within and to feel the joy and to move into that, and to feel joy and to move into that. And this is the mission. And this will get you to whatever it is that you are looking for. And it's the same with your soul upgrade or your light body upgrade or the DNA upgrade, the planet upgrade. There is no pass or fail. There is no grading system. It's ongoing, continuous happening, whether you're on board or not. You are still part of the collective, which means automatically you will start to have light upgrades. The momentum is already on. It's already happening. So it's inevitable that everybody will hold more light as your water holds more light. And that's in your air, that's in your body, that's what you consume, that's what you swim in, that's what you shower in. It's coding all around you. So of course it's going to recode the DNA. So when you next go to a doctor or you have a DNA measurement of some sort, don't be surprised if the new science comes out saying they have found new DNA strands, because it is new DNA strands, but the tools that you have are unable to measure light. So the discovery is there, they know something is going on, but they don't have the equipment or have put the soul into science to understand the full concept of carrying more light and how that affects the physical body. But eventually they will. Just like the tools and the equipment is not there to measure the stars, because stars are light. We have not found the necessary equipment and the necessary information to be able to measure that in the human form of which we are now. Unity consciousness has downloaded a lot of people, measurements and a lot of information to people to put those answers together. But the planet is not at a light enough level to understand that the soul and the spirit is science. But in time it will come. And we are so grateful and we are so loving and we are so enjoying watching and being part and supporting the growth of you, the planet, the collective, and the harmony, the resonance. The vibrational and sonic resonance of the planet Earth has changed. It doesn't sound the same anymore because the hertz has increased. And you can go and fact check all of these stuff if that's what you feel desired to do. But on a soul level, on an energetic level, you know this to be true because you feel it. You feel the tingles in your mind. You feel callings to certain things. You feel emotions high and low like you've never felt before. That's part of the integration process. It's part of what it is to be human. That's why you came here. And the goal is not to become a light being or move from physicality because you desire to be human. It's to hold enough space and to hold enough light for creation to flow, to get the best experience of love and of light through this human experience. And the planet supports this. We have the dolphins holding the vibration for humanity. Holding the vibration of intelligence, supersonic intelligence for humanity. You have butterflies holding the vibration of transformation for humanity. You have the trees holding the vibration of communication for humanity. You have the birds holding the vibration of perspective for humanity. These are just few examples of why these things are here on the planet. And if you can see the vibrational influence on humanity, what these animals have or what these trees have, they also are in their own ecosystem. They're also in their own light, standing alone, away from humanity, but they know their purpose or their soul mission and live it anyway. So we encourage you to understand the DNA strands, to understand that you're physically holding more light, to understand that it is time to rest and integrate, and it is time to understand the changes that are happening around you. There is also languages of light. As people hold more light, the language and communication not only will be more intuitive and telepathic, it will also change to a language called light language. And more people will step into this light language as it feels more natural than verbal communication in the words that we are saying now. It feels like soul speaking, almost parasympathetic. It just happens. That's because they are holding more light and you're holding more light to allow that to happen for them. Can you see the connection here? And as we end every transmission with love and with light, maybe this has more meaning and understanding to you now. Thank you.